Check, check. 1 2 1 2. created an account a while ago. I don't have the Wi-Fi password, unfortunately. I'm terribly sorry about that.
Okay.
Is there anything else I can do for you?
No, it's just
The Wi-Fi?
yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that you need to have an account for it. I had to create it last year through the school district, so that's kind of the issue that we have here. So sorry about that. Hello and welcome in, everybody, here to our West Side Lady Pirate Basketball pregame show. Tonight we are back at home. The ladies, after making the travel out to Declo yesterday, come back home to take on the West Jefferson Panthers in a rematch from an earlier matchup earlier. How many times can I say earlier? It's a rematch from a couple games earlier in the season between these two teams. A West Side Pirate dominating win out in West Jefferson last time, as the defense of the Pirates able to hold down the West Jefferson Panthers to minimal points. Now they have a chance tonight to get the clean sweep here during the regular season. Can they do it? We will find out as we are in the waning minutes of the JV game, 26-26 here in E.L. Bud Elwell Gymnasium. A barn burner. Everybody's on their feet, excited to see who's going to come out on top. As we wait and get ready for the varsity game between these two teams, we're going to go ahead and work through our pregame show today. Thank you to all of you that join us on mylocalradio.com and on 105.5 KACH as we cover the West Side Lady Pirates all year round. Let's go ahead and start things off by thanking our wonderful sponsors that make this broadcast possible here on 105.5 1340 AM Preston's Classic Hits.
Tonight's game is brought to you by West Motors, your only stop for new or used cars in Preston and in Logan. Stokes Market True Value, with the freshest meat and produce in town. Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and surrounding communities since 1925. Ralph's Construction, building homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Franklin County Medical Center, with the finest care you'll receive in all of the Cache Valley. Preston Auto Parts CarQuest, with all the parts you need for your car to keep it running strong. Naylor Insurance, for home, health, life, and auto from Mutual of Enumclaw. Procon Homes, building quality multifamily homes across the West. By Les Schwab Tires, stop in and see the tire experts on Main Street in North Logan. North Stars Ultimate Outdoors, get ready for your next outdoor adventure at North Stars Ultimate Outdoors in Preston. Evergreen Financial. When planning your future, trust the experts at Evergreen Financial in Preston. Level 10 Life. Reach your next level in life with their life coaching sessions. Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. Don't leave the things that matter to chance. Call Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency today. Northern Title, the trusted name in the tri-state area. And by Papa J's Deli and Jerky in Clifton. This game is made possible through an agreement between Cook Brothers Broadcasting and is intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Any rebroadcast of this game in whole or in part without the express written consent of Cook Brothers Broadcasting is strictly prohibited. Since 2005, North Stars Ultimate Outdoors has been Cache Valley's source for fun and adventure. It's here you can find the biggest selection of snowmobiles, ATVs, utility vehicles, and handheld power equipment from the brand names you know, such as Steel, Polaris, and Yamaha. The professionally trained staff at North Stars Ultimate Outdoors of Preston has what it takes to get you out on the nation's leading brands. The best deals in the best town. North Stars Ultimate Outdoors. It's where the fun starts. 777 North State Street, Preston.
We welcome you back here into the broadcast booth. Final 2 minutes left in the JV game between these two teams, tied up 26-26. We'll keep you updated as this game goes along. West Jefferson with some late free throws after the foul from West Side. But now it is time for our North Stars Ultimate Outdoors scene set today between the West Jefferson Panthers and the West Side Pirates. These two teams having met earlier on in the season. Let's start with the home team, with the West Side Pirates. For the West Side Pirates, they come into this year like many, graduated some great players, and two of which, Sienna Fuller and Josie Phillips. That leaves a little bit of a hole in terms of production, but a lot of opportunity for the girls that are filling their place. Bringing back second team honors in Natalie Lemon, the power forward, from Deep Run in volleyball, back in the fall where she joins Lainey Beckstead and Holly Croft after getting second overall in state in volleyball back in the fall. These teams
both have a little bit of crossover in other sports. And West Side is bringing a lot of talent from the volleyball court into the basketball court, and I think that has to do with a lot of chemistry. This team is incredibly unselfish, that relies on the chemistry of both the front and the back court to operate to and from. We saw what happens when one of those pieces is missing, and that is that only loss on the year so far out in North Fremont without Lainey Beckstead, and quick foul trouble for Natalie Lemon, and that led to a little bit of a hurt squad that was capitalized on by North Fremont into that loss. Only loss of the season in that category. Last year, the West Jefferson Panthers went 7-16 and graduated a lot of seniors, including Eliza Ander, Kimber Meekum, Cambry Hall, Lindsay Dowling, and McKenna Neville, who received all conference honors. The Panthers last season, I believe, went 10-14, excuse me. As of late, the Panthers have made great strides in their play and have had the opportunity of playing opponents that they lost to earlier on in the season, but learning and growing along the way, and have fixed a lot of the stuff that they wanted to early on in the year. And they're looking for their second win, and they hope to get it here against West Side tonight. Players to watch out for, you're going to have to keep an eye out for Jordan Torgerson, the senior who did not play last year as a junior but played quite a bit as a sophomore and freshman at the varsity level. She comes back and is very good at holding onto the ball, running the offense. Jaylee Ball along with her, and Haley Moss. Those are the three players that you have to keep an eye on for the West Jefferson Panthers tonight. As we move forward throughout our scene set today, we'd like to go ahead and thank North Stars Ultimate Outdoors for being a proud sponsor of Westside Pirate Athletics and being here with us as proud supporters on the wall here on our broadcast. We want to thank them. You can find them at 777 North State Street in Preston. It's where the fun starts. North Stars Ultimate Outdoors. We'll be back to you in just a second after a quick break from our sponsors. Back right after this on 105.5 KACH, 1340 AM, and mylocalradio.com.
People oftentimes ask us, why do people from other areas of the valley or other parts of the state or drive so far to come here? And a lot of times I'll ask them, so why did you drive past several different dealers to come and buy your car here? And a lot of times they say, I just like the environment here. I like the low pressure. They don't play games. You guys are straightforward with me. You don't, trick me into buying something I don't want. We take care of people the way we want to be treated, and so they'll drive a ways to do that.
Bought my first truck from here in 1992 when I was 14 years old, and been buying trucks and a few cars ever since. I'm always referring friends, family, anybody I talk to West Motor Company.
We have a good time here, We have a great team of employees that we encourage them to have fun. Play at work is kind of one of our mottos.
West Motors will treat you like family.
WestMotorCompany.com.
We welcome you back here, West Side fans and fans of the West Jefferson Lady Panthers. I'm joined here on our Evergreen Financial Coaches Show with head girls basketball coach Jelena Dixon. Coach Dixon, we catch up with you after a little bit of phone tag, and now we get to find out a little bit more about the West Jefferson Lady Panthers as they come to West Side on Friday. This is the second meeting. Coach, first and foremost, thanks for joining us on our interview today.
Thanks for having me.
Coach Dixon, I guess maybe the first question that I have, and maybe, other people that are getting to know you in this program, how did you get started at West Jefferson, and how long have you been with the school?
So I'm actually an alumni of West Jefferson. I graduated in 2004, and I've been the head coach for 7 years. So I coached JV for a couple years before I took over as the head coach. So went to college and played basketball at CSI, and then got married, and we just came back and moved to West Jeff, and so kind of been coaching ever since.
Coach, we're starting off the season. West Jefferson, if you take a look at last year coming into this year, obviously the stat that pops off of the sheet right now is that you have graduated 10 seniors, a lot of which received all conference honors from last year. This includes Eliza Ander, Kimber Meekum, Cambry Hall, and just multiple girls that were so great in this program. What is it like for you to have to replace 10 seniors, and what's been the biggest challenge, I guess, with that going into the season?
I think the biggest challenge has just been being patient and letting the girls develop. Losing 10 seniors is huge. I mean, you have to basically restart all over. But it's also very exciting because you get to see the growth of younger girls that are stepping up and having to play on the varsity that have no experience. So I think it's mainly exciting because you get to take young girls and you get to help mold them into what you want.
Coach, from your perspective, what can you do as a head coach? Obviously, you're replacing a lot of these fantastic girls. You mentioned a lot about patience, and maybe you can talk a little bit more about that. Turnover is a challenge that all teams face, but it seems like West Jefferson is really working with turnover right now. What can you do to try and limit the effect of turnover and to instill confidence in your young girls that you have now?
I think the biggest thing that I've just tried to really focus on is being positive and helping them learn from those turnovers, from their mistakes, and not dwelling so much on them. I think that's the biggest thing is you got to let it go real fast. And then just keep building them to know that they can do it.
Coach, to personify or make a little bit more clear, the West Jefferson girls played a lot of games recently, 5 games in quick succession. And, it seems as though West Jefferson is learning incredibly quickly despite the team being so young. Can you describe what you've seen so far early on in the season about that?
One thing that I just love about these girls, there's many things, but the one thing that is really cool is they do not give up. Like you said, we've had some pretty tough games. We've lost by big numbers, but they fight clear to the end, and they are constantly just going out there and giving 110%. And that's really cool to see because a lot of teams sometimes when you get down or are losing, you just give up. And these girls are not doing that.
Coach, last year the Panthers went 10-14, even with a lot of really good seniors. You graduate 10 of them. What is the challenge, or rather, what are the goals of West Jefferson right now early on in the season?
The goals that girls and I have talked a lot about is being able to compete. That's what we want to do. We want to get out there and we want to make every game competitive. Even if they're playing a tougher team, we want to make sure that we're hanging with them and that we're competing.
Coach, being back in West Jefferson a couple weeks ago, it was easy to see a lot of people in the community love to support the girls. They love to support the athletic program at West Jefferson. What has it been like for you to be a part of the program for so long in such a strong community?
It's so fun to have that support from the community. Growing up here, playing here myself, now being able to coach and give back to the youth and the girls, it's really cool to see our fans come out. We had a new gym. We had our gym floor redone this last couple months. And so that's been a really exciting thing at West Jefferson, being able to play on a new redone floor and just having our community support, our admin support. It's really exciting to see.
Coach, we love getting a look at the West Jefferson Panthers. They come into town to play the West Side Pirates, and it should be a really, really fun one. Is there anything else from you want to talk about before we end our interview?
Yeah, it will be fun to come down and play again. When I talked to your coach after we played you guys at West Jeff, your guys' girls shot really, really well when they played here. She said that was one of their best shooting nights that they had. So it'll be fun to come down there and see if we can pick up our intensity defensively and battle them a little bit better.
Awesome. Coach Jelena Dixon of the West Jefferson girls basketball program. Thanks so much, Coach Dixon, and best of luck out on the hardwood.
All right. Thank you, Cody.
Thank you.
It's the goal in everyone's life to reach financial independence and security. Evergreen Financial Partners in Preston can help with strategies to assist in those goals. They will design a plan to suit you, whether it be for your family, home, or current or future investments. Evergreen Financial Partners can help with life insurance, long-term life, 401ks, retirement plans, or mutual funds. Contact the experts at Evergreen Financial and let them put a plan together for you. Find them at 41 West 1st South in Preston, or go online to set your appointment at evergreenfinancialpartners.net. Evergreen Financial Partners, your first step to financial security.
When you are looking for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, but you want something that is ready to eat now, always stop at the Stokes Market Deli in Preston. With cold and hot cases, you can always find food that is fresh, hot, or cold. Sandwiches, soup, salads, deviled eggs, donuts, wraps, cheese trays, desserts, and a hot and delicious buffet. A meal out doesn't have to be at a restaurant. Come and enjoy something for everyone at the Stokes Market Deli today. 217 South State Street in Preston.
Franklin County Medical Center is proud to provide excellence in surgical and specialty healthcare right here in our community, making it extremely convenient to receive world-class care without even leaving the county. The best part is that we work closely with your primary care physicians to ensure a convenient and coordinated care experience. Our skilled surgeons are continually adding services to Franklin County. Some you won't find anywhere in the greater Cache Valley area. Discover what is available right here at fcmc.org/specialty. You just might be surprised at what we have to offer.
Welcome back, Westside Pirate fans, as we join in here for our Evergreen Financial Coaches Show. I'm joined here with head coach Bridget Garner of the Westside Girls program. Coach Garner, a lot of things that we can talk a little bit about the North Fremont game. Some good things, maybe some things to improve on. I'm sure we can dissect it as in a complete dissection and discussion of what happened. Coach, from your perspective out on the floor, you start off the game already without Lainey Beckstead. You're already down one of your forwards, and then foul trouble kind of puts you in a position that maybe you haven't found yourself before. Can you describe to me what happened and what was the thought process when you found yourself down a lot of forwards at North Fremont?
Yeah, it was a difficult situation with we're just not used to playing out of rhythm like that, and Lainey's a key part, and Natalie. It was probably a bit more evident there that she relies on Lainey for certain things, and it just got as soon as they started picking on her with the fouls, she couldn't overcome that, and so we were using bench members that are younger girls, Holly and Harley, that haven't seen a lot of varsity time. It's their first year with it, and so it kind of showed our inexperience at the varsity level for quick changes in play and different things like that.
Coach, from that game, I'm sure that we can take a lot of lessons. It was a lot of a learning experience for everybody. And to the credit of Coach Lenz of North Fremont, the Huskies, when they saw the weakness that was presented to them, they keyed in on attacking low and really working up against Natalie and working with their forwards. It seemed like kind of a masterful chess-like move on their part. Looking back with the gift of hindsight, do you feel like you would do anything different, or is there you just did what you had to do to get those girls experience and get going?
There's always games where you walk away and think, oh, we should have done this different or changed this. But I would say for sure our biggest thing that we're taking away from that game is the adjustments that we're going to make. We've been learning from different aspects of that game in the practices since, where we've focused a lot on how we're going to adjust to defense. They were throwing lots of different defenses at us that they kind of shook up our offense a little bit. We weren't in our comfort zone, and they really just kind of overpowered us, and we weren't able to play our game. And so we have focused a lot on how we're going to adjust back quickly so we can get in our rhythm and play how we like to and feel comfortable. So we've done lots of things in practice to, I would say, adjust better in a game to that.
Perfect. And, obviously it's all about learning and getting better. Coach, some good things that came out of the North Fremont game. I felt as though watching it, Aubrey Barzee and, your backcourt, particularly Barzee, looked pretty well comfortable. They made some really big plays, but that offense just kind of, was a little bit rusty. That it seemed like there was something missing that you kind of mentioned already. What impressed you about the guard work in particular, having to take a lot of the workload away from the front court in that game?
Yeah, I would say they always make adjustments. We have people that are playing different spots in defense that they're not used to, normally playing up or not playing as big of girls. And they were making lots of adjustments. You can always count on a lot of them, like Aubrey. She's probably always crashing boards to make sure she's getting rebounds and securing things that way on what she can control. I would say something else we've worked on and talked about a lot is how we're going to control the top half of the court and not get beat back. They were really pushing that court on us, and we were missing that entirely, not getting back in time or fast enough. And normally we're a quick team and we're fast, can do all those things, but for some reason that night we weren't seeing that as well as we should have.
Coach, leaving that game now in the past, we've learned from it. We move forward. These girls I'm sure they're excited to get back to basketball and get maybe that taste out of their mouth.
Yes.
You faced two teams now that you were able to handle pretty in dominating fashion before Thanksgiving break, but they're no easy games. If the girls play to their potential, is there a chance to get that confidence back and kind of pick up where you left off before North Fremont?
Yeah, it's gonna be that week for sure, where we've got to come in with some confidence, but also not too much, because those other teams that we've played, they could be completely different now, just like we're trying to learn from our past loss and pick up those pieces. They're going to try and do the same against us. So we've got to make sure that we're ready for them too, so that we can take care of those games as well.
Coach, as always, we really appreciate you just giving us a quick glimpse as to what the girls have been doing, and I think we're going to get excited for another awesome game. First off is West Jefferson on Friday, and then Firth on Saturday. Is there anything else from you?
No, we're ready. We have a packed week where we're away Thursday up to Declo, home Friday, home Saturday. So we're having 3 packed games back to back. So I hope we're ready. We've had a week break, so we're ready for some games again.
Get some conditioning in, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Coach. We'll see you out on the hardwood, and best of luck for those 3 games. We'll be out there.
Thank you.
We all have those times in life where having insurance has been a great comfort in helping to make a bad situation better. Naylor Insurance takes pride in being that friend there to help you when you need it the most. Serving the community since 1978, Naylor Insurance is proud to represent a number of carriers to fit your insurance needs through Mutual of Enumclaw. Stop by our new location, 223 North State Street in Preston.
North Star's Ultimate Outdoors is the best provider of power sport vehicles right here in downtown Preston. Vehicles and equipment from brand names that you know and trust, like Steel, Polaris, and Yamaha. Stop in and let us get you ready for your next adventure at North Star's Ultimate Outdoors. It's where the fun starts, 777 North State Street, Preston.
Welcome back to the pregame show. I am Cody Olsen, your voice of the West Side Pirates. It's now time for our Naylor Insurance keys of the game. Our friends at Naylor Insurance helping us figure out what the Pirates can do to kind of come away with a victory tonight. They've already handled the loss to the West Jefferson Panthers earlier on in the season, and I think the keys to the game include unselfish passing, as we've talked about before. Work the inside out. I think getting those forwards back into shape. Get that chemistry going. Croft, Lemon, Beckstead, they're going to be key tonight to work the inside. And then the outside guards are going to have to go ahead and force Torgerson to give up the ball. She was a guard last time that these two teams played that kind of held on to the ball quite a bit. She dominates. She tries to force the offense in ways that will work. And if you can force the ball out of her hands, maybe perhaps you can limit a little bit of the points given up tonight. That is your Naylor Insurance keys of the game, brought to you by our friends at Naylor Insurance here in downtown Preston. Another quick break, and we'll come back to you with our final thoughts and our starting lineup right after this on 105.5 KCH, 1340 AM, and mylocalradio.com.
Webb Funeral Home is proud to be the leading provider of funeral services in northern Cache Valley, including southeast Idaho, for almost 100 years. We are a full-service mortuary offering the highest quality services with very affordable pricing. We have plans to meet everyone's budget, from traditional funeral services to graveside services and cremation options. We gladly provide free insurance coverage review, quality headstones and monuments, as well as funeral transcriptions. Let us answer any questions you might have by calling us at 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, a trusted name in funeral service since 1925.
Level 10 Life provides skilled one-on-one life coaching sessions to help you unlock your next level in life. Our trained professionals specialize in health, life, and career coaching. Book a free consultation today at level10lifecoach.com.
They say the three most important things in life for many people are their faith, their family, and their high school sports. And not necessarily in that order. Advertise where you'll get noticed. Call My Local Radio and become a sports advertiser today.
Franklin County Medical Center is proud to provide excellence in surgical and specialty healthcare right here in our community, making it extremely convenient to receive world-class care without even leaving the county. The best part is that we work closely with your primary care physicians to ensure a convenient and coordinated care experience. Our skilled surgeons are continually adding services to Franklin County, some you won't find anywhere in the greater Cache Valley area. Discover what is available right here at fcmc.org/specialty. You just might be surprised at what we have to offer.
Whether you're in need of timber frame buildings, estate entrances, trusses, pergolas, pavilions, or gazebos, the craftsmanship at Milestone Timberworks reflects our passion and commitment of building for the future. At the beginning and end of the day, it's about achieving the built environment where the truly great moments in life are experienced. We look forward to working with you. Visit milestonetimberworks.com today.
There's no better family activity than a night out at the movies. Worm Creek Opera House Theater on State Street in Preston is your local home for first-run family movies. The historic theater offers top-flight comfort, the coolest refreshments, and quality entertainment, all at family prices. Stop by the Worm Creek Opera House at 70 South State Street in downtown Preston. For tickets, show times, and a list of upcoming attractions, go to wormcreek.org.
We welcome you back into our pregame show today. We are 30 seconds away from the start of today's action between the Lady Pirates and the Lady Panthers. Lady Panthers working their almost their navy blue tops and bottoms with white accents. West Side Pirates working their white tops and bottoms with maroon accents as the teams are announced as we get ready for more action here.
Please remember that as a member of the Idaho High School.
As we get a nice reminder of sportsmanship, worthy to note, not in the lineups from what I see up here. No Tommy Henderson tonight because she is not in the lineups. Don't know if maybe perhaps came down with an illness or something. We'll have to figure that out later on as we talk with Coach later on. It's now time for our national anthem. We're going to go ahead and step aside and go ahead and honor our wonderful country here with our national anthem provided by the West Side Pep Band. Great performance by the West Side Pep Band as we get ready for the action between these two teams. It is now time to hear from our starters, provided by Webb Funeral Home. Let's go ahead and give it a listen.
It's time to meet tonight's starting lineup for the West Side Pirates. The starting lineup is brought to you by Webb Funeral Home, a trusted name in funeral service since 1925.
Harley Nielsen, sophomore, Weston, Idaho. Tommy Henderson, junior, Dayton, Idaho.
Letty Phillips, senior, Downey, Idaho. Natalie Lemon, senior, Weston, Idaho.
Aubrey Barzee, junior, Clifton, Idaho.
Julia Jensen, senior, Malad, Idaho.
Lainey Jane Beckstead, senior, Clifton, Idaho.
To find out how Webb Funeral Home can be of service to you in your time of need, call 208-852-0533 or check out their website at webbmortuary.com.
Getting ready for the tip-off, we stand aside for our station identification for 5 seconds. We'll be right back.
A proud member of the co-op, we save you money on advertising and enable you to reach more customers. We are KACH, Preston, Clarkston, Mink Creek.
And the tip-off underway as we start things off here in Dayton, Idaho. This is Lemon and Moss to tip off at the top. Lemon tips it backwards for Letty Phillips, who grabs the assist off the tip. Near the right side short corner is Jensen, who gives it back up to the top for Phillips. West Side will work their offense. Ball skips out of the hands of Lainey Beckstead in the far corner, almost into the giant gong by our West Side Pep Band, and that's going to be the first turnover of the ball game by the Pirates. Down the near, or rather the far sideline, in and out of the hands of Torgerson. Right block, Jensen gets bodied up. I believe that was Ball. Going to get called for the blocking foul. 2 free throws coming up to start things off for the West Side Pirates. As we get ready for these free throws, the starting lineups for the West Side Lady Panthers: Maggie Barrientos, Shaylin Hillman, Jaylee Ball, Haley Moss, and Jordan Torgerson. First shot up and good by Julia Jensen. Second free throw also good, finding the bottom of the net as West Side will go up 2-0 early on in this one on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. Underneath their own baseline, tipped and deflected out of bounds. That's tipped out of bounds by Beckstead on the far sideline. Ball will go ahead and retain possession for the Lady Panthers. I might have said that it was hard to see the numbers back in West Jefferson. These jerseys, a lot easier for me to see the numbers. Navy blue and white numerals. Looks very clean for the Lady Panthers. Torgerson at the very top of the arc, picks up her dribble, guarded by Letty Phillips. Has to pass it, gives it to the backside for Barrientos. Working up against Aubrey Barzee, who hounds the point guard. Squeezed up against the half-court line, finally working it to the near side. Torgerson on her right hip, pumps up in the air, down the side, floater, off the back iron, no good. Ball with the offensive rebound, spinning into the key. Gets it back out for Barrientos, who has a little bit of space. And here comes the Panthers on the reset. Diving into the key with the right-hand layup off the glass, and good. Shaylin Hillman with the layup and the answer in terms of points for the Lady Panthers. First quarter action today brought to you by Northern Title, the trusted name in the tri-state area of Utah, Idaho, and Wyoming. Letty Phillips to Barzee, right wing 3, back iron, long rebound. Hillman gets it. Picks up her dribble and then outlets up to Torgerson. Left side wing pump inside. Moss has that one stripped and poked out from behind by Lemon. Here comes Phillips onto the right side. Fast break opportunity, stonewalled by the Panthers. Cross-court pass to the far corner, pumping inside Jensen. She'll take the 3. That one looks long, is long. Offensive rebound by Barzee. Going right into the key, spinning to her left, and she bounces off a couple Lady Panthers. A foul will be called on the arm. This on Barrientos. And as we mentioned before, these Lady Panthers, after graduating 10 seniors from last year, have a lot to learn. And they've been doing it very quickly early on in the early goings of the season. Working the baseline, Beckstead saves it from going out of bounds, throws it back into the teeth of the defense. Ball comes away with the steal right at the free throw line. Across midcourt is Torgerson with the crossover to the left, outside the lane, off the glass. That one also goes in on the layup, but a foul before the shot. 6:02 remaining here in the first quarter. Looking back at the first game in West Jefferson, Westside won that one by a score of, I believe, 50-24, if my memory serves me correctly. I'll have to double check my notes here. Barrientos, mid-range jumper down the baseline, and it's wet. Great stuff from Barrientos, as both her and Shaylin Hillman have the Lady Panthers up 4-2. Here on the near corner, Barzee, one dribble, cross-court pass to Beckstead, has a lane on the left side block into the body of Moss, tried to pass it off, and maybe could have perhaps gone up strong with it, was a better decision. Stolen away by the Lady Panthers and Torgerson. Long three in transition off the front of the rim, no good. Falling down close to her ankles, picking it up is Julia Jensen. Tipped out of bounds by the Lady Panthers, trying to cause a little bit of maybe panic as that ball was kind of up for grabs in the key. Jensen handled it, and he gets pushed out of bounds. On the far side, free throw extended. Barzee with the right-hand dribble, feeds into Lemon on the left block, throws it out of bounds in between three separate Lady Pirates. I mean, there was an open spot, just nobody filled that gap. Another turnover as Westside has been plagued a little bit early goings here. Down in the score department, 4-2 on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. Into the ball game, Ethne Schaefer. Right side, up off the glass and in. Haley Perkins also in the ball game. And now the Panthers showing that they can improve quickly in the early goings of this season, not afraid of the Westside Pirates. A 2-3 zone implemented by the Lady Panthers. Letty Phillips pumps up to the top of the key, goes right down the baseline for Julia Jensen, collapsing in on her and giving up the foul. Number 10, Ethne Schaefer. Third team foul, first personal foul for Schaefer. Inbounds on the near side of the basket. Lady Pirates kind of jogging around, gives it up to the top for Lemon. Works her way to the left, floating away, pushed it right, no good. Offensive rebound, Jensen trying to hold off a couple Lady Panthers, squirting down the baseline, back to Barzee. She'll go down the right baseline, comes back into the middle of it, floating up and away, left that layup short off the front of the rim. Here comes the Lady Panthers, pass down to the far corner, in and out of the hands of Hillman, who just couldn't hold on to it. Will fall out of bounds. So after two free throws by Julia Jensen, 6 straight points in a 6-0 run for the Lady Panthers. Scoring is Barrientos, Hillman, and Perkins. Natalie Lemon at the free throw line, collapsed in on Letty Phillips on the right side wing. Looks like it's going to be a little bit long. An offensive rebound, put up and in. Natalie Lemon crashed the boards and put it back into the hoop. 6-4 after the putback by Lemon. Panthers still on top. Schaefer tries to split the arms of Lemon. That one tipped out of bounds out the baseline. Torgerson will inbound on the far side of the basket. Offensively comes to the near side corner three. Barrientos, she was good from about that spot before, can't do it again off the back iron. Defensive rebound by Phillips, and Hillman might have reached too far into the cookie jar, and she'll get called for another foul. First foul on Hillman, 4th team foul. Panthers up 6-4 with 4:18. Thank you all for joining us here on mylocalradio.com and on 105.5 KACH. Beckstead spins off on the left side block. Jumper, no good, left it long. Here on the right side wing, Phillips back to Lemon, inside the arc. Drives inwards, has that one tipped out and away. Triple teamed right on the left side block. Can't get it to somebody on her own team, passes it into the middle, stolen by Schaefer. Torgerson will strut across the timeline. A quick shot from Schaefer, just inside the free throw line. Bounces twice and goes in. Barzee into Lemon again, commanding a lot of the attention. Long three on the left side, front of the rim, no good. Perkins with the defensive rebound. Lemon and Perkins kind of freeze frame as they both hold on to it right in the key. Possession arrow will point to the Lady Panthers. Slow goings here for the West Side Pirates. 3:32 remaining in the first. Inbound from Ball to Torgerson, two of our players to watch for West Jefferson here tonight. Torgerson calling off, asking for a little bit of a screen. Goes up at the top for Shaper, inside feed for Moss. Her shot, no good. Blocked on the offensive rebound. Torgerson tried to go back, it's denied. Here comes the Pirates. Right baseline, Barzee, kick out for Phillips. Good look, and buried. The three, Letty Phillips gets her first points of the ball game with the big three-pointer. And I believe maybe they overcorrected. Maybe it was only two. 6-8 for Phillips, and another still inside the key. Natalie Lemon with the one-on-one. Right side, Barzee, fast break, points. Up with the right hand, looking beautiful, and we've got a tie ball game. Torgerson again across the timeline. They work from right to left on your radio dial. She comes to the near side for Barrientos. She pulls the trigger. That one back iron, high rebound. Tipped on the putback. Another fast break opportunity. Barzee left all alone, this time with the left hand, and she pushed it hard. Oh, Barzee tried to sneak behind Torgerson and got caught raking her on the arm. A quick foul. And Coach Gardner thought perhaps it was a little clean. And it was close. Full timeout taken with 2:21 left in the first quarter. Tie ball game. We'll come back to you right after this on 105.5 KACH and mylocalradio.com.
Protecting buyers and lenders in Cache Valley for over 40 years, Northern Title is the trusted name in the tri-state areas of Idaho, Utah, and Wyoming. The staff at Northern Title in Preston protect you from unknown complications like access issues, unpaid taxes, hidden liens, or easement restrictions. Choose the right title company. Choose to close with Northern Title of Preston. Good deeds done daily. Call today at 208-852-5700.
2:20 left in the first quarter. I am Cody Olsen, voice of the West Side Pirates. A little bit back and forth action in terms of points, and a foul given up by Aubrey Barzee right before the timeout. Back into the live camera action. 8-8 on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. The Panthers working their offense and around the perimeter. Hillman, Torgerson, and Barrientos outside the arc, working back and forth. Deflection from Barzee as it tips out of bounds and almost into the lap of Holly Croft. I know Holly wants to get into the ball game real quick. She might have to wait for just a second. Inbound to Ball on the right, on the near side wing, back to Torgerson. Barrientos saves it from going out of bounds right on the near sideline. Back to Torgerson. Barrientos tried to lob it into the left side block for Moss. And that one, volleyball block from Natalie Lemon, out of bounds. Another inbound. Barrientos down the near sideline, back and up to the top as Torgerson works with her right hand around the arc and works the offense back with her guards. Poked away by Jensen. Torgerson saves it from going into the backcourt. Has it here on the right elbow, splits the double team, lobs it up, bounces off of the back iron, danced a couple times in the rim and then falls out. Defensive rebound by Natalie Lemon. Letty Phillips and company now working the offense for West Side. Beckstead saw a flash of an open player. That was Natalie Lemon working underneath the basket, tried to force it in there, and that's deflected out of bounds. West Side ending up touching it last, and the Panthers have it once again. More competitive ball game than what we saw maybe earlier on in the year, and the Panthers giving pressure to the Pirates now with a 3-2 zone implemented by West Side. Hillman to Barrientos, chest pass here to Schaefer. Jump shot blocked by Natalie Lemon. Natalie on a roll right now in terms of blocks. Her defense is stellar. And if I'm West Jefferson, maybe perhaps working the opposite side of the zone of Natalie Lemon might be a little bit better. Near side inbound, Barrientos, the chest pass in for Hillman. Collapsing in on it. Barrientos walks She tried to split the double team with the right hand on the near side of the court. Barzee into Letty Phillips. Crossover with the right hand, gets past Barrientos. 2-3 zone by the Lady Panthers. Long three from Jensen. Felt it, heat check. Barzee, great yoga pose, Warrior One, to try and save it out of bounds, and tried to throw it in, but she stepped on the baseline. 38.3 seconds. Who wants the points before the end of the first? We will find out. Ball into Barrientos. No rush for the Lady Panthers, crossing the midcourt timeline over the Pirate logo from right to left. Down the far sideline, Hillman. Ball above her head, inside feed to the right block, Ball. Spins one way, goes back the other. Barrientos, couple steps inside, and one foul. Wow, great stuff from Maggie Barrientos, who kind of got raked on the arm. Continuation, threw it up off the glass, I think is the proper terminology, and gets the and one. And the free throw. 5 points for Barrientos in that one, 11-8. Right side for Barzee, collapsing on her, then left alone. Long jumper, no good, pushed it too hard. Ball to the far side, Schaefer inside, tipped up, Hillman gives it back up, long heave, will fall short at the buzzer by Schaefer. And West Jefferson will be up 11-8 over the Lady Pirates at the end of one. We'll come back to you right after this on 105.5 KACH 1340 AM and mylocalradio.com.
Hi, my name is Penny Wright, born and raised in Preston. I am your local Medicare agent. I am here to give you the knowledge you need so you can make an informed and wise choice for your Medicare needs. Call me at 208-852-2367 if you're turning 65 or have any Medicare questions.
Level 10 Life provides skilled one-on-one life coaching sessions to help you unlock your next level in life. Our trained professionals specialize in health, life, and career coaching. Book a free consultation today at level10lifecoach.com.
Getting ready to start our second quarter. Now is a good time to shout out our timeout sponsors today, brought to you by Magnolia Road, the women's boutique store right there on State Street in downtown Preston. Don't go to Logan, don't go to Pocatello. We got some good stuff here in town. Go to Magnolia Road and find yourself a cute outfit. So I hear they have the cutest tops, sweaters, and bottoms. That's what I hear. I personally don't buy women's clothing, but if I did, I'd do it for my wife and I'd go to Magnolia Road. So there you go. Here comes the inbound from the far sideline into point guard Letty Phillips. And now Westside trying to find a little bit of their offensive rhythm, something that they had in droves back in West Jefferson. A steal out and away on the right side elbow, stolen away by Hillman. She's been everywhere tonight. Torgerson, near side wing, long three. That will have to be off the glass, left short. Bouncing up into the keys, taken by Barzee. Crossing over and giving it back rugby style to Letty Phillips. Beckstead for three on the right side wing in transition. That rattles out. Torgerson cleans it up off the backboard. So two quick shots from Westside, trying to get their momentum and the lid off the basket. Schaefer, inside feed for Perkins. Bounce pass into the mid post. Kitty corner from the wing. Back up to the top for Torgerson. And Lady Panthers just poking and prodding around the perimeter right now, trying to get something going. A drive and kick inside. Moss has that one slammed to the ground. Natalie Lemon, who else, defensively to take that one out and away. Turnover as Westside again works it. Barzee left all alone. Can she get it? No. Long rebound out of bounds. Far sideline. I like the shot. Eventually these shots are going to fall for the Westside Pirates as the Panthers are weak on those perimeter wings. And Westside notes that. They've been taking the shots, but they haven't been able to fall so far. Here comes Torgerson with the chest pass here, near side for Hillman. Barrientos with her hands up in the air, all alone on the far side wing. Back over to Hillman, wants to feed inside for Moss. Can't do it. Far side, Barrientos is blocked again by Natalie Lemon. The outlet for Letty Phillips. Working on the hip is Barrientos. Stonewalled inside feed, Nielsen. Moss comes screaming in, strips it away. Fumble Ruski. And here comes Barrientos picking it all up. West Jefferson up 11-8 on the Les Schwab Logan North scoreboard. The tire professionals out in North Logan here to help you with all your car needs. Go ahead and stop in and talk to the professionals in Logan who've been doing it in Logan professionally since 1952. So Barrientos and Hillman are going to play keep away with the West Side defense. Tipped and deflected away. Letty Phillips away with it. Barzee, jump stop, left block, layup, good. 11-10 and a timeout called by the Lady Panthers, brought to you by Magnolia Road here in downtown Preston. We'll be back right after this on 105.5 KACH. Here at the West Side School District, we proudly announce that through the generous efforts of donors around our wonderful community, we have raised over $2.2 million towards our new multi-purpose center building and classrooms on our campus. This state-of-the-art center is dedicated to the advancement of learning and will serve our community as a center for elementary classrooms, a recreational multi-purpose center, lunchroom, as well as a theater of the arts for our youth. With your help, we can raise the final $250,000 needed to complete this project. Donate online at westside202.com or feel free to stop by and donate in person in the West Side School District front office. Welcome back to the beginning portions of the second quarter today between the Lady Panthers and the West Side Pirates. Torgerson and the backcourt working to the front court of West Side, trying to get some offensive points going. Dribble handoff to Hillman on the right side, bounce pass back to Torgerson, who has it back in her arms, right elbow jumper, rimming out. Nielsen with the rebound, gives it back to Barrientos, and she'll go screaming in, miss the layup, but get called a foul on Nielsen. 2 free throws coming up as the Panthers nurse a 1-point lead with 5:12 before halftime. First shot from Barrientos, good. First points of the ball, or rather of the second quarter for West Jefferson. Second free throw, also good. Barrientos so far, the leading scorer for the Lady Panthers. 13-10. Barzee works it to Nielsen on the near side. Chest pass up to the top. Inside feed, Lemon. Inside out pass. Long three from Beckstead. Why not? Yes, ma'am. Let's put it in. 13-13, and Lainey Beckstead with her first points coming at a great time to tie the ball game up on the three-pointer on the left side wing. 4:45, 13 all. Hillman back up to the top for Torgerson, scanning the defense, almost like a quarterback looking for the weakness. 3-2 zone, inside feed, dangerous pass, picked out and away. Letty Phillips, another steal. She has quite a few tonight. Cross-court pass, Barzee on the far baseline, back to the top for Phillips. As cheers from our student section telling Letty Phillips to pull the trigger, decides instead to give it up to her teammates. Barzee, one dribble, step up, thought about the three, gives it back. Another dribble, and then Letty Phillips and Barzee are just going to go ahead and play back and forth. Nielsen now will get it on the action on the far sideline. Left all alone. Beckstead, again with the face mask. And I think I've said it a few times, Beckstead with that face mask is just, she looks mean, menacing. I wouldn't want to go up against her one-on-one with that face mask. Kick ball by the Lady Panthers. Torgerson's going to come out. In comes Schaefer. A quick breather for the point guard and one of our key players to the game. Inbound for Natalie Lemon, who pulls it back out beyond the arc on the left side. Phillips has that ball pit-pocketed out of her hands. Hillman will get another foul. I believe this is her second, 5th team foul on West J. Phillips calls out the offense. Gives it to the left side wing for Barzee. Almost left her feet. Could have almost got called for a travel violation and working the perimeter, wanting to get it inside. Lemon collapsed in on the left block, keeping the ball in some safe area space. Dangerous pass. Barrientos continues her stellar night, stealing it away from the arms of Beckstead underneath the basket. Holly Croft set to check into the ball game immediately in the next dead ball. She sits in front of the media table. Torgerson, after a quick 20-second breather, also set to check back in. Hillman working up against Nielsen, up and underneath, left side wing, high up above her head. Panthers playing keep away, inside feed to the mid post. This is ball, back for Moss, stolen away by Natalie Lemon. Lemon and Phillips combining with some big steals tonight. They've kept the Pirates in the ball game. Lemon going up and underneath, out for Barzee for three. That is a high miss. Rebound, Nielsen kicking it back out. Barzee driving with the left hand, splitting the double team. Moss able to contest it. Won't get up anywhere near the basket. I'm sure it was partially blocked by Moss. And back the other way we go. Another deflection, Harley Nielsen, Barzee, one-on-one against Barrientos, into the body, up with the left hand, rimming out, dancing on top of the rim. Ball up for grabs, diving on it is Lainey Beckstead, keeping it for the West Side Pirates. Out for Barzee, working up against Schaefer. And the Panthers hold defensively and force the Pirates out to the perimeter once again. Cross-court pass, Phillips setting up, driving baseline up into the body of Moss. Nielsen gets the offensive rebound, and hooking on her arm was Barrientos. Missed the shot from about 2 feet out. But she'll go ahead and go to the free throw line. First shot from Nielsen is up and good. Harley Nielsen. That's her first points of the ball game. Everybody here dressing varsity tonight having scored except Holly Croft, who has just barely checked in with 2:04 left before halftime. Second free throw from Nielsen. Back iron, no good. Ball up in the air. Natalie Lemon tried to steal it away from Haley Perkins, but was unsuccessful. West Side with a 1-point lead, 14-13. Backdoor cut, left all alone, left side block, leaving it short. Letty Phillips screaming in between the three twin towers. Ends up with the defensive rebound. Barzee on the cross-court pass, falling away off the left block. That one is good. A little bit more room. Aubrey Barzee with the shot. Moss, the intended receiver on the right side block after the inside feed, stolen away by Holly Croft. Nielsen stopped her momentum, dragged her foot. A travel on the attempted fast break. Nielsen's going to go ahead and take a seat. Julia Jensen in to relieve her. West Side up 16-13 on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. 75 seconds left before halftime. Far side wing in front of the West Side student section and cheerleaders. Torgerson and company, very slow and methodical working this offense. Clearing out some more space and room. 3-2 zone, a long three from Barrientos. Too long, Barzee spins right into Schaefer. And I guess that bounced off of her knee and went out the baseline. Barzee didn't expect anybody on her right side hip as she turned away on the far side of the key, ran right into Schaefer, who kicked it out of bounds. Under 60 seconds now. Julia Jensen and the backcourt of West Side working to and fro. Phillips in for Croft. Kicks it back out, up to the top. Jensen for three. That's no good. Ends up in the arms of Barzee. Croft tips it into the arms of Torgerson. Defensive rebound, 32 seconds, and Barrientos gives it right back to her as a present. Right side elbow, driving baseline. Schaefer, Perkins, throwing it out of bounds. Jensen saves it. And maybe perhaps it was deflected and touched, and that's why Jensen sacrificed her body going out of bounds. Throws it back into play, almost like a shortstop on a highlight play, throwing to first, but instead this ball goes right into the West Side bench. 20.2 seconds. Torgerson, Moss, left baseline, bounce pass up to the free throw line, extended near side. Torgerson pumps once, goes into the body of Phillips. Barrientos to Perkins, stolen away with 8 seconds left. Barzee stopping, giving it inside. Lemon, no good. Barrientos with the steal. Torgerson can't pick it up off of her shoelaces to shoot. And that's your halftime score, 16-13. Westside out in front, coming back after being down a deficit of 3 at the end of the first quarter. And a little bit more offense going, although still not perfect if you're either Westside or West Jefferson. We'll see how these two teams react coming back out of halftime. It's been a fun one so far. Don't go anywhere. It's time for our halftime show. We'll talk to you a little bit about what we've seen, our statistics, and our adjustments that could help these teams out right after this on 105.5 KACH, 1340 AM and mylocalradio.com.
Whether you're in need of timber frame buildings, estate entrances, trusses, pergolas, pavilions, or gazebos, the craftsmanship at Milestone Timberworks reflects our passion and commitment of building for the future. At the beginning and end of the day, it's about achieving the built environment where the truly great moments in life are experienced. We look forward to working with you. Visit milestonetimberworks.com today.
Hey ladies, when you're looking to freshen up your wardrobe, there is no need to travel to the big city shopping centers or the dreaded mall. Stay local and head to Magnolia Road in downtown Preston. They offer great prices on the cutest tops, bottoms, sweaters, shoes and boots, and other accessory items. And best of all, everything is size inclusive from small to 3XL. When you shop local, everything you spend stays right here in Preston and Franklin County. Magnolia Road, 27 South State Street in downtown Preston.
Sometimes in life, the next level seems to be just out of your reach. You know you could reach your goal if you could just figure out what's blocking your success. The trained professionals at Level 10 Life offer life, health, and career coaching. These professional coaching sessions will help you put the next piece together in your puzzle. Don't wait. The coaches at Level 10 Life are here to help you reach your next milestone in life. Schedule a free consultation online at level10lifecoach.com.
People oftentimes ask us, why do people from other areas of the valley or other parts of the state or drive so far to come here? And a lot of times I'll ask them, so why did you drive past several different dealers to come and buy your car here? And a lot of times they say, I just like the environment here. I like the low pressure. They don't play games. You guys are straightforward with me. You don't, trick me into buying something I don't want. We take care of people the way we want to be treated, and so they'll drive a ways to do that.
Bought my first truck from here in 1992 when I was 14 years old, and been buying trucks and a few cars ever since. I'm always referring friends, family, anybody I talk to West Motor Company.
We have a good time here, We have a great team of employees that we encourage them to have fun. Play at work is kind of one of our mottos.
West Motors will treat you like family.
WestMotorCompany.com.
We welcome you back here to our halftime show today, brought to you by Level 10 Life, the trained professionals at Level 10 Life here to help you to achieve your next vision and goal in life. Go ahead and contact them at level10lifecoach.com. As we get ready now for our halftime show, we'll talk a little bit about what we've seen so far. A little bit slow goings in terms of offense for both of these teams, although West Jefferson is already 3/4 of the way there to their total offensive production from last time these two teams played. West Side a little bit lagging behind what they were able to do last time against the Lady Panthers in West Jefferson, as we get ready for our Alta Bank halftime entertainment. First free throw up and good by our contestant. Free throw up and good off the glass. Here we go. Here comes the free pointer from the corner. Stepping up, and he misses it long. Long shot one more time. It's up and no good, to the detriment and disappointment to everybody. Next time for sure. We're going to go ahead and take one more quick timeout. come back to us in just a second. We'll talk a little bit about our stats today, provided by Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back right after this.
Sometimes in life, the next level seems to be just out of your reach. You know you could reach your goal if you could just figure out what's blocking your success. The trained professionals at Level 10 Life offer life, health, and career coaching. These professional coaching sessions will help you put the next piece together in your puzzle. Don't wait. The coaches at Level 10 Life are here to help you reach your next milestone in life. Schedule a free consultation online at level10lifecoach.com.
They say the 3 most important things in life for many people are their faith, their family, and their high school sports. And not necessarily in that order. Advertise where you'll get noticed. Call My Local Radio and become a sports advertiser today.
Welcome back to the halftime show today, brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency, and Level 10 Life, the trained professionals and the life coaches at Level 10 Life, here to help you achieve your next vision, whether you're stuck in a rut, whether you want to change careers, and maybe you just need to talk some stuff out. Why don't you go ahead and get some life coaching lessons? It'll be great. Go ahead and find them at level10lifecoach.com. Our halftime score, the West Side Pirates up 16-13 over the West Jefferson Lady Panthers. As what we've seen so far, again, a little bit of the offensive woes for both of these teams. West Jefferson started out pretty strong, scored 11 points in the first quarter, but was only able to conjure up a little layup by Barrientos in the second quarter. Only 2 points scored, and that allowed West Side to outscore West Jefferson. Let's see here. 5, 6, 7, 8. 8-2. And that's what's led us to our 16-13 halftime score. For total scoring for the West Side Pirates, Julia Jensen with 4, Aubrey Barzee with 4, Lainey Beckstead with 3, Letty Phillips with 2, Harley Nilsson with 1, and Natalie Lemon with 2. So some pretty even distribution in terms of scoring tonight. No one person dominating in terms of scoring for the West Side Pirates, although Maggie Barrientos doing it. Putting the team on her back. She leads all scores, actually, and her team with 7. Shaylin Hillman with 2 points, Ethne Schaefer with 2, and Haley Perkins with 2 points. Interesting to note, Jordan Torgerson and Jaylee Ball, neither of which have been able to score in this ball game. That was one of the keys to the game, brought to you by Naylor Insurance that we talked a little bit about before. And now let's talk a little bit about adjustments for both of these teams. Let's start with the Lady Panthers. Right now, they're going to have to try and work this thing inside. Their offense mostly consists of flowing in one conglomerate blob to where I can't say it other than that. I mean, if the ball's out on the right side wing, everybody's kind of flows that way. I'm not seeing a lot of set offense or backdoor cutting so far. If you're able to maybe perhaps set some off-ball screens and take advantage of the 3-2 defense that Westside's been running all day long, if you can work it inside, just work that back and forth with the forwards, if you can get Jaylee Ball and Haley Moss to kind of get on the same page and work the ball or work together off the ball to give each other some free looks, I think that you might be in for some trouble if you're the West Side Pirates. Now, for West Side, unlocking the lid from the basket so far is going to be key. The 2-3 zone implemented so far by the Lady Panthers has left the shooters open on the wings. They've been taking the shots, but they have not been falling so far. Most of the points for the Pirates have come off the fast break. Aubrey Barzee leading the way. Julia Jensen also doing that as well. Letty Phillips and Natalie Lemon with some incredible blocks and steals. They lead the game in turning the ball back to their own team. Some good stuff from them. That has been our halftime show today and our adjustments, brought to you by Level 10 Life and Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. We'll take one more quick break. We're a minute away from the start of our second half. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back right after this on mylocalradio.com and Preston's Classic Hits, 1340 AM, 105.5 FM.
Whether it's your vehicle, home, business, or even life, protecting the things that matter most shouldn't be left to chance. At Farm Bureau, the Smith Agency, everything that is important to you is important to us. That's why our office and agents are united to protect your future and give you peace of mind today. I'm Brittany Smith. As your local Farm Bureau agents, my husband Braden and I would love to customize and simplify plans that are unique to you and what you care about. Stop in today and see how Farm Bureau can make insurance simple for you.
Sometimes in life, the next level seems to be just out of your reach. You know you could reach your goal if you could just figure out what's blocking your success. The trained professionals at Level 10 Life offer life, health, and career coaching. These professional coaching sessions will help you put the next piece together in your puzzle. Don't wait. The coaches at Level 10 Life are here to help you reach your next milestone in life. Schedule a free consultation online at level10lifecoach.com.
Welcome back here to the start of our third quarter. Julia Jensen working the defense and tipping that ball out of bounds off of Haley Moss as the Pirates started off with possession, set up a wing three for Letty Phillips, who just kind of left that one short. Here comes the Pirates back on offense again. Long corner three by Julia Jensen. Let's nail it home. Great shot from Julia as she extends the lead for the Lady Pirates. Big three-pointer to start things off in this second half. West Jefferson now trying to find the answer to that as they work the near side of the court. Outside the perimeter, up for Barrientos. Torgerson looking, trying to find somebody. Inside feed to the mid-post, ball to Moss. Jumper from about 8 feet out on the baseline near side, and that is buried. Great shot from Moss as she gets her first points of the ball game. 19-15 in favor of the Pirates. Phillips at the 10-foot line works to the near side. Barzee, dribble pass up to the top. Phillips has that one poked out, up for grabs, able to recover it. Far side Jensen thought about the three, feeds inside for Lemon. Ball up for grabs, bounced off of the head of Barrientos and goes out to the guards of Westside, who set up the offense once again. Barrientos coming way out beyond the key to try and guard these ball handlers. Backdoor cut from Beckstead and the assist from Lemon. Right side block floating in, and Beckstead puts it up good on the layup. 21-15, 6:15 left in our third quarter, brought to you by Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Barzee hounding Torgerson, throws it up over the top of Jensen for Barrientos. Our West Side pep band stomping to make some noise for their defense on the far side of the court. Inside feed, left baseline, Moss. On the backside is Lemon, kicking it back up at the top. Ball floating away, off balance jumper, no good. Ball squirts out of bounds, saved actually by Barrientos, and it's touched simultaneously by, I believe, Hillman as she stepped out of bounds. West Side will hold on to it. Working from right to left now as these two teams kind of switched. Perkins comes in for Jaylee Ball. And you could attribute that defensive stop to the West Side pep band, who put in some good stomps out of there on the bleachers on the opposite side of the court for their team. 5:41 left. 21-15 on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. Jensen shoots another big three from the far corner, and it will go long. Bounce off of Torgerson's left knee and out the baseline. Inbounds for the Lady Pirates. Jensen for Lemon. Works it up to the top of the key. Phillips inside feed. Spinning off to the left block is Beckstead. No, this was Lemon. Bounced in and out. Jensen with the bounce pass up to the top for Phillips. Gets a screen from Beckstead, who rolls back off. Barzee comes up. Long three from Jensen again off the front of the rim. Beckstead crashing the boards. Offensive rebound and the putback foul. No good on the shot. Beckstead comes screaming in, and she's got a nose for the basketball. You know, with the face mask and her ability to work the backdoor cut, to be a Swiss Army knife for this team. Good rebounds, cutting to the basket. Lainey Beckstead reminds me of Justin Bean for Utah State, who used to play last year. That's what Justin Bean did a lot, and he was able to really be contributor, not just offensively, but defensively and getting the rebounds. First free throw missed by Beckstead. Second free throw rimming out, no good, front back and in. Tipped up high in the air, Jensen, and Barzee tracking into the far corner. Beckstead driving in again, floater off the glass, rimming out. Barrientos takes it to the face. Barzee gets it. Beckstead for three at the very top of the arc. Why not? Yes. You know, Justin Bean could also make threes, and he wore a face mask. What more can I say? All right. Laney Beckstead, the Justin Bean of the Westside Lady Pirates. 5 points for Beckstead in this third quarter. 24-15, largest lead of the day for the Pirates. Inside floater, no good. Rebound back to Torgerson, and she puts it back up and in. First points for Torgerson, believe it or not, so far. 24-17, Jensen left all alone. Long three, lefty long. Barzee offensive rebound, and she goes up with the left hand. Found herself alone, goes up and in. Barzee continuing her streak of scoring in every single quarter. Stolen away by Beckstead, working. Torgerson riding her hip. Secondary fast break. Letty Phillips around the right side elbow. Inside feed. Moss using her height to steal it away on the far baseline. Jensen couldn't sneak it up over the top of the height of Moss. Long three, Barrientos boxed out. Barzee put a finger on it, and it's punched away by Hillman. Hillman crashing the boards as well. Not able to grab that one as Westside will take it out from their own baseline. Into the front court comes Letty Phillips dribbling with the right hand. Calm and collected, right side for Beckstead. Stepping up, thought about the three, working it to the near side now, Barzee. And here's the guards of Westside working it to and from. Harley Nielsen working the high post, commanding that spot. Lemon working baseline, up and underneath, got caught with the body. Rebound, Nielsen, and she gets it offensively. And she puts it up and in. Harley Nielsen's first made field goal attempt of the day. The point's starting to flow a little bit for Westside now. Torgerson at the very top of the right side wing. In for Hillman, she wants the three ball. That's off the front, no good. Outlet pass to Phillips, who has a full head of steam. Cross-court pass to Barzee, up with the left hand. Pushed it too hard, too strong. Hillman with the defensive rebound. Torgerson pushing it, spinning off of Barzee into the lane. Floater, back iron, shoots back to Barzee. Across the timeline, 3-on-2. Phillips, right hand, again too strong. Perkins in the area, tipped backwards to Hillman. She's working up against Lemon. Floating up and away, gets caught up in the backboard and rim, no good. 3-on-1 opportunity. Barzee, left hand layup. That won't go. Barzee back into the body of Torgerson, and she'll go to the line for two. Man, the layup's not wanting to go for anybody right now. 28-17 on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard, and Aubrey Barzee, who has scored in every quarter so far in this game, will go to the line and get some charity points if she can knock it home. First shot, bouncing off the back, then the backboard and in. Lemon's gonna go ahead and take a seat on the bench. Holly Croft is in now. For the front court of Westside. Defensive rebound off of the miss. Perkins and Ball combined to control that one right in front of their own rim. Barrientos skipping it to the far side. Schaefer up and underneath Nielsen. She'll take the shot and bury it just inside the arc on the left side wing. Great shot from Schaefer, who has a 4-point total in the ball game. Inside feed. Croft put the ball low, and it's stripped out and away. Phillips in a tussle and wrestle with Jaylee Ball at the very top of the arc, and it's a jump ball. Panthers will take it. 1:41 remaining in the third. And we talk a little bit more about the Panthers here in this ball game. Why not? As this team has really tried to find themselves and work without a bunch of seniors that they graduated from last year. Jumper on the near side. Hillman knocks it into the basket and good. Now we talk a little bit more about the Lady Panthers. A timeout taken here. We're going to go ahead and keep it 29-21 for the West Side Pirates. This timeout brought to you by Magnolia Road. Next 30 seconds, we'll be back into it. Some of the early games of the season, Coach Dixon stated the girls have been a little bit like deer in the headlights. But with each game, a lot of learning. I've seen a lot of improvement, truly, from the earlier game in the season for the Panthers compared to this one. And they're learning to mesh and play together, as well as how to compete with other teams. It's been incredible to kind of see that improvement for Coach Dixon and her girls. The Pirates come into this ball game after a win against Declo last night, 40-29, and they're back for their second home game of the year. This is only their second home game. They played Grace earlier on in November, and now they want to get another win here to kind of protect their house against the West Jefferson Panthers. 115-29-21, and Westside will take it inbounding into the front court of the Panthers. Barzee pumping once on the left side wing, right side Beckstead. Cross-court pass high up in the air. Letty Phillips, another bounce pass to Beckstead. She wants it, takes the three ball, and she's on fuego. Why not? Another big three ball by Lainey Jane Beckstead on the far side wing. 8 points in the quarter. 32-21. Far corner, Hillman back up to the top here for Schaefer. Poked away by Barzee. If she can hold on to it, does so. Left side block layup, short. Barzee gets her own rebound, kicks it far out. Phillips and Beckstead collide. Panthers take it. Hillman working the dribble, crossover against Beckstead. And a reset for the Lady Panthers, who come away fortunate, not giving up the fast break points. Barrientos into the lane, fouled by Letty Phillips. Reaching inwards. And I believe that is the second foul on Phillips in the ball game. Pirates up 11 points, 25 ticks of the clock remain in this third quarter. Croft, Beckstead, Nielsen, Jensen, and Phillips out onto the floor. Torgerson coming back into the middle of it, up for Perkins, and it's blocked by Julia Jensen, who climbed the ladder to stop it at that high point right at the mid-post. Jensen will get it. Defense leads to offense. Why not? Big shot by Julia Jensen. The quick whistle, we'll see what it is. Jim goes quiet. And we'll see if they add this points. Julia Jensen knocked down the jumper after the defensive play. And they're not going to add the points. I'm not sure what it was, what the call was. Immediately after the bucket went in, a quick timeout or a whistle from our referee who came over to the media bench. Didn't give any indication on what it was, at least from what I saw. Barrientos near corner three, front of the rim, no good. Rebound, Phillips. Out in front for Julia Jensen, has to get it up in 1 second. Blocked by Barrientos. And no shot for Julia Jensen. And now they add the points for Jensen, maybe perhaps 30 seconds after the fact. So 34-21 is the score going into the Papa J's Deli and Beef Jerky fourth quarter. We're going to go ahead and take it, come back to you right after this on 105.5 KACH, 1340 AM and mylocalradio.com.
There's no better family activity than a night out at the movies. Worm Creek Opera House Theater on State Street in Preston is your local home for first-run family movies. The historic theater offers top-flight comfort, the coolest refreshments, and quality entertainment, all at family prices. Stop by the Worm Creek Opera House at 70 South State Street in downtown Preston. For tickets, showtimes, and a list of upcoming attractions, go to wormcreek.org.
When you are looking for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, but you want something that is ready to eat now, always stop at the Stokes Market Deli in Preston. With cold and hot cases, you can always find food that is fresh, hot, or cold. Sandwiches, soup, salads, deviled eggs, donuts, wraps, cheese trays, desserts, and a hot and delicious buffet. A meal out doesn't have to be at a restaurant. Come and enjoy something for everyone at the Stokes Market Deli today. 217 South State Street in Preston.
Lemon dribbles up to the top of the key, gives it for Phillips. Near side wing is Barzee. Inside feed, Beckstead kicking out for Barzee just inside the arc on the near side corner, no good. Back of the rim and cleaning it off the glass is Jaylee Ball. Torgerson stopped her momentum and threw it out of bounds. Coach Dixon and Torgerson trying to indicate that that ball was tipped, and wasn't sure if I saw that from up here. Very possible. I wasn't paying attention, and I'm not a referee. So Westside takes it from the near sideline after the ball gets thrown out of bounds by Torgerson. Beckstead for three on the left side wing, and why not? Laney Jane. Golly gee, what a hero. Killing it from three-point land, nails another one. 37-21. And I have an inkling of who's going to be our player of the game in our post-game show tonight. Travel violation by Schaefer on the far baseline, working inwards. And if we're the Lady Panthers, we got to start keying up on Lainey Beckstead, who is stroking it from beyond the arc tonight. Phillips across the timeline, working into the front court, feeds Lemon on the left elbow. Wanted a dribble handoff, will set the screen for Phillips. Inside feed, good thought, poked away by the Panthers. A quick foul, Barzee tries to scream in on the backside of Moss. Can't come away clean without a foul, however. Second foul on Barzee. Relatively clean game tonight. No excessive fouls. The teams have been able to kind of work themselves in and out of offensive rhythm. It's come a little bit quicker for Westside in this second half than for the Panthers. Kick ball by Jensen, sticking her foot in the passing lane on the right free throw line extended, far side of the court. Into the ball game, McKinley Simmons, who will inbound to Torgerson. Working with the right hand, works back to Simmons on the near side far corner, Barrientos, as they're trying to work and feed inside. However, Moss and Ball covered up like white on rice by the West Side defense. Torgerson back to Simmons, top of the key, cross-court pass inside, back out for Simmons on the left block. That one left long and out of bounds. And Barzee lands, well, that ball goes screaming out of bounds, and Barzee thought that that had no chance of being returned. Barrientos not giving up on the play, screams high up into the air, tips it into the body of Barzee, who sits out of bounds. And the Lady Panthers will hold on to it. Moss against Beckstead. Barzee steals it away at the high elbow and crosses the timeline. Here comes Westside back on offense. Beckstead, who's been shooting a high percentage from three tonight, gives it back up to the top for Barzee. Harley Nielsen in the ballgame as well. Natalie Lemon. Pass to Julia Jensen. She's left all alone. Back iron, high rebound. Barrientos skies up in the air to grab it on the elbow. 5:24 left in regulation. Up for Torgerson. Spins off of Barzee into the body of Harley Nielsen. A foul coming up as she missed the shot on the floater. Nielsen gave up the blocking foul, and Holly Croft is going to check into the ball game. Might come in for Harley after the first free throw from Torgerson. 37-21 on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. Make that 37-22 after the make from the senior Torgerson. And I was incorrect as Croft comes in for Beckstead. Out on the floor for the Pirates, Croft, Nielsen, Lemon, Jensen, and Barzee. Second shot from Torgerson, high up in the air, rattles in. 23-37, and here comes the pressure from the Panthers. Barzee splits the double team in her own backcourt, crosses the timeline. Pulls it back out after going into the key, then down the baseline. Croft dribbling it high up in the air. Barrientos takes it away from her. Barrientos has been a real shining glimmer tonight for the Panthers. Long jumper on the near baseline just inside the arc, up and good from Hillman, who's been stellar as well for the Panthers. Don't count out the Lady Panthers now. Lemon screaming out to the offense for somebody to get open here. Triple threat on the far side. Timeout taken here by Westside, I believe. Brought to you by Magnolia Road, the women's boutique store in downtown Preston. We'll take it here in our Papa J's fourth quarter right after this on mylocalradio.com.
In 1996, my father, Jay Moyle, started producing gourmet beef jerky in the foothills of Clifton, Idaho. Now, over 20 years later, Papa J's beef jerky is a staple of the Franklin County community. Family run since the beginning, the modern way of making jerky here at Papa J's is the old-fashioned way. Absolutely no shortcuts are taken in producing the finest quality and most delicious smoked meat you can find. Come over to Papa J's and bite into a tender, flavorful stick of Papa J's, and your view of jerky will never be the same. 10 South Main Highway, Clifton, Idaho.
We welcome you into our Papa J's jerky and beef jerky and deli fourth quarter. A little piece of Americana, a small store where you can find a great lunch, some great beef jerky, and great company out on the highway in Clifton, Idaho. Special shout out and thank you to Papa J's for being a proud supporter and sponsor of Westside Pirate Athletics here on mylocalradio.com. 4:33 remain. We're about halfway through our fourth quarter, but West Jefferson has gone on a little bit of a 4-point run of their own to make it a little bit closer. They're down only 12 points. Westside, after a little bit of a slow start offensively, starting to get it going here in the third and fourth quarter. Big shots from Lainey Beckstead from beyond the arc has caused a little bit of space between these two teams. Holly Croft comes way up. Barzee wrestled it away from Simmons. Barzee and Simmons, the two smallest players out onto the court combined. I think that maybe their combined height is almost as tall as Holly Croft. It's possible. Phillips out of the far side for Barzee, gives it up for Lemon, who keeps it in a safe position. Lots of movement now as Westside ran a little bit stagnant offense before the timeout. It looks like Coach Garner wrote up some good plays for this team. Driving inwards and poked out of bounds. Moss won't let Phillips drive into the key on the right hand. 4 minutes remain exactly. And an inbound play on the near side of the basket. Barzee slaps her hands together, gives someone the ball. Lemon, why not, for three, near corner. Bounces once, twice, no good. Moss dusts it off the backboard and tosses it backwards for Barrientos, who comes with a little hop skip across half court. Simmons for Perkins, inside for Moss. Back out, left elbow jumper. Hillman, no good. Bounced twice, long outlet, stolen away by Simmons. Good reaction time. Back up to the top, Simmons, right side Perkins. We've got only one forward in there, and now Perkins stops down below. Barrientos for three and a quick timeout. It's good. Don't count out the Lady Panthers. They're down only 9. Another quick timeout. We'll come back to you right after this on 105.5 KACH, 1340 AM and mylocalradio.com.
They say the 3 most important things in life for many people are their faith, their family, and their high school sports. And not necessarily in that order. Advertise where you'll get noticed. Call My Local Radio and become a sports advertiser today.
North Star's Ultimate Outdoors is the best provider of power sport vehicles right here in downtown Preston. Vehicles and equipment from brand names that you know and trust, like Steel, Polaris, and Yamaha. Stop in and let us get you ready for your next adventure at North Star's Ultimate Outdoors. It's where the fun starts, 777 North State Street, Preston.
A big three-pointer from beyond the arc straight away by Barrientos, who has been held fairly quiet in the second half after scoring 8 points in the first quarter and second quarter. hits a big three and puts her team back within 9 with 3:19 remaining in the ballgame. So nothing's out of the question quite yet. West Side needing to put this thing on ice if they want to come away with the victory. And the Panthers got to come away and string together some points and a run to come back into this thing. A little bit of a man pressure from the Panthers. West Side is able to break it. Beckstead loses the basketball, and it's stolen away by Torgerson at the very top of the arc. Driving into the key. She loses it, and that one will stay with the Panthers. Ball goes screaming out of bounds, and Coach Garner tries to plead her case. Each coach has tried to plead their cases a couple of times tonight. She thought that Torgerson dribbled it off of her own foot and out of bounds. Far side, Barrientos. High up into the air. Ball on the left elbow, kicking it around. The horn. Barrientos for three. Front of the rim, no good. Moss, offensive rebound. Panthers get another crack at it after the great rebound by Haley Moss. Barzee stepping into the passing lane, stealing it up and away. Up with the left hand, and good, and one. Great shot, great focus, great steal and finish by Aubrey Barzee, who's had a couple chances throughout the entirety of the game to come away with layups, and she gets fouled with the and one opportunity. Great stuff. Here comes the free throw to top things off. Back iron high up in the air. Lemon steals it away, gives it off to Beckstead. Floating up with the right side block, no good. Panthers finally come away with it. Jaylee Ball clearing some space. 39-28 on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. Hillman back to Torgerson. Time running out for the Lady Panthers, who's got to get up a shot. Hillman understands, feeds inside to Moss. Back to Hillman. West Side defense stifling any type of offensive momentum. Cross-court pass, right side block, blocked by Lemon. Natalie Lemon has become a defensive force for the West Side Pirates. Tonight especially has blocked at least 4 shots from my personal recollection. Near side inbound, Torgerson high up in the air, tipped by Phillips, ends up back into the arms of Hillman by the grace of the Lady Panthers. Right elbow jumper, and Barzee rakes across the arm of Torgerson. Foul shots coming up. Two shots for the senior Torgerson at the line. Her team down 39-28 with 2:14 remaining. First shot, front, back, and in. 10-point ball game. Comes the second shot opportunity. Good. Back to a 9-point game. Beckstead on the far sideline. A lot of space. Jaylee Ball will slouch back off of her, and into the front court goes the Pirates. Screen from Lemon. Backdoor cut off the pick and roll. No good. Easy buckets. Ball splits the triple team, and a foul by West Side, who tried to poke that ball out and away from her. (39-30). 1:50 remaining. Torgerson across the timeline. Right side, Barrientos. She's been great tonight. Maybe you want to set her up for a big three-pointer. Hillman crossover and working up against Jensen. Stolen away by Lemon. Natalie Lemon gets fouled, does a back somersault roll over the top of her head. Foul right in front of the media table. Jensen, baseball pass right into Barzee. Back to Jensen near side. Wanted the three-pointer, decided to eat it on the near corner, and resets it back up at the top for Lemon. Hillman riding the backside of Phillips, up and around. Athleticism on display for Letty Phillips. Good layup on the right side. Block, turning around is Moss. She misses the shot. Phillips all alone. Can they catch up to her? Right hand dribble, another layup. No good on that one as Natalie Lemon comes to pick her up after the foul on the padding. 41-30 109. 2 shots coming up for the point guard for West Side. Couple bounces off the hardwood, and Letty Phillips goes back iron, left iron, and shooting out. No good on the first one. West Side without Tommy Henderson tonight. Hopefully we'll be able to see her soon back into the lineups here. Second shot, Phillips. Back iron, no good. Ball gets tipped backwards to Phillips. Barzee inside feed Lemon, and a foul on the backside. Perkins a little bit too aggressive. Seventh team foul, and we get 1-and-1 bonus, as that is the 7th team foul given up. Haley Perkins, her first of the ball game, but 1-and-1. Natalie Lemon, deep squat, buries it on the first shot, gets another chance at it, 42-30. Second shot. Rolls around the rim a couple times and falls in, 43-30. 2 for 2, Natalie Lemon. Long three, Torgerson, front of the rim, no good. Julia Jensen able to handle it with the left hand on the far baseline. Trying to work out of their own backcourt. This is a lot of pressure from the Panthers. Barrientos reaches inwards, fouls Letty Phillips. As she was fruitless from the line last time, gets a little bit of a redemption chance now. 50 seconds remain. And with these free throws, you might imagine that this game might be put in the cooler and on ice. One and one coming up. Phillips. First shot, front of the rim, dances on the front, no good. Lemon gives Perkins a look, try to poke that one away. Hillman across midcourt with the right-hand dribble. Hesitates, goes inside, slips on the ground. Looks to be okay. Letty Phillips gives up the foul. And it looked like Hillman's shoes just kind of gave out on her. Looked like she had some dust on there, came skidding across. Got to clean those shoes. Feed inside, Torgerson, left all alone, puts it up and in. Right in the middle of the key, and a timeout taken by Coach Dixon. 43-32 at 11-point lead, 37.2 seconds left. And we're gonna have a full timeout. We'll take it, come back to you right after this on 105.5 KACH, 1340 AM and mylocalradio.com.
They say the 3 most important things in life for many people are their faith, their family, and their high school sports. And not necessarily in that order. Advertise where you'll get noticed. Call My Local Radio and become a sports advertiser today.
North Star's Ultimate Outdoors is the best provider of power sport vehicles right here in downtown Preston. Vehicles and equipment from brand names that you know and trust, like Steel, Polaris, and Yamaha. Stop in and let us get you ready for your next adventure at North Star's Ultimate Outdoors. It's where the fun starts, 777 North State Street, Preston.
37 seconds to remain in this fourth quarter as Westside has a chance to put this thing on ice. Good quick points by West Jefferson on the opposite end, though, making things still up in question. It would be an incredible comeback, one story for the ages for sure. If the West Jefferson what in the world? West Jefferson Panthers. West Jefferson West Side, they're close. Inbounds to the far side, Barzee picks up her own dribble. Hands off to Julia Jensen. Get across the line and over. 28 seconds. Jensen gets a screen, pulls it back out. No foul given by the Panthers just yet. Jensen gets caught up in the far corner, gives it up, and now we get the foul. After about 30 seconds go by, a lot of time burned off of the clock. Torgerson convicted party. And Julia Jensen's going to go ahead and go to the line. Jensen spinning the ball, a couple revolutions in her hand, the 1-and-1, first one. High rebound, no good. Lemon throws that ball right into the body. And Lainey Beckstead comes up slow on the opposite end of the court. Gets back on defense. Looked like she was a little bit in pain. 3 seconds remaining in the ball game. Hillman with the half-hearted, the shot off balance from inside the arc, and that is it, your final score. West Side 43, West Jefferson 32. A lot of improvement by West Jefferson. West Side fought through adversity in the slow goings in the first half, and a good ball game here. Don't go anywhere. We're going to go ahead and bring you our post-game show brought to you by Ralph's Construction, the custom home builders in the Franklin County area. We'll be right back to you with our stats and our player of the game right after this on 105.5 KACH, 1340 AM and mylocalradio.com. Papa J's World Headquarters in Clifton, Idaho, started on the dream of a man who wanted to give back to his small-town farming community. 20 years later, it's a place renowned for its gourmet beef jerky, deli, and uniquely friendly customer experience. The friendly staff at Papa J's invites you to come in or find them online at papaj's.com, where you can have the unique taste of Papa J's beef jerky shipped to you all with a click of a button. Papa J's, world-class jerky in small-town USA. papaj's.com.
If you're looking for someplace new as you head into your golden years, look into the tradition of quality designer homes built by Ralph's Construction in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Working in Phase 3 now, with Phase 4 starting soon, these homes can be built to a floor plan that you desire, or Ralph's Construction has other options that you're sure to fall in love with. Call today for more information, 435-232-1837. Now is the time to plan for the finest home of your lifetime. Ralph's Construction, 435-232-1837. Tonight's game has been brought to you by West Motors, your only stop for new or used cars in Preston and in Logan. Stokes Market True Value, with the freshest meat and produce in town. Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and surrounding communities since 1925. Ralph's Construction, building homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Franklin County Medical Center, with the finest care you'll receive in all of the Cache Valley. Preston Auto Parts CarQuest, with all the parts you need for your car to keep it running strong. Naylor Insurance, for home, health, life, and auto from Mutual of Enumclaw. Procon Homes, building quality multifamily homes across the West. By Les Schwab Tires, stop in and see the tire experts on Main Street in North Logan. North Star's Ultimate Outdoors. Get ready for your next outdoor adventure at North Star's Ultimate Outdoors in Preston. Evergreen Financial. When planning your future, trust the experts at Evergreen Financial in Preston. Level 10 Life. Reach your next level in life with their life coaching sessions. Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. Don't leave the things that matter to chance. Call Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency, today. Northern Title, the trusted name in the tri-state area. And by Papa J's Deli and Jerky in Clifton. Now stay tuned for the Ralph's Construction postgame show, coming up next.
Welcome to the post-game show today, brought to you by Ralph's Construction, building in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Our final score tonight, West Side 43, West Jefferson 32, an 11-point victory. A lot of good things, improvement from West Jefferson from when we saw them earlier on in the year. That's great for the Lady Panthers. West Side working through adversity, coming up big in the second half after some huge highlight plays from Lainey Beckstead. Lainey Beckstead actually had an 8-point third quarter. Barzee and Julia Jensen also coming up big in tonight's game as well. We'll take another quick break, come back to you with our final stats and our player of the game right after this on 105.5 KACH, 1340 AM and mylocalradio.com.
If you're looking for someplace new as you head into your golden years, look into the tradition of quality designer homes built by Ralph's Construction in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Working in Phase 3 now, with Phase 4 starting soon, these homes can be built to a floor plan that you desire, or Ralph's Construction has other options that you're sure to fall in love with. Call today for more information, 435-232-1837. Now is the time to plan for the finest home of your lifetime. Ralph's Construction, 435-232-1837.
Whether it's your vehicle, home, business, or even life, protecting the things that matter most shouldn't be left to chance. At Farm Bureau, the Smith Agency, everything that is important to you is important to us. That's why our office and agents are united to protect your future and give you peace of mind today. I'm Brittany Smith. As your local Farm Bureau agents, my husband Braden and I would love to customize and simplify plans that are unique to you and what you care about. Stop in today and see how Farm Bureau can make insurance simple for you.
Welcome back to the final moments of our post-game show today, brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency, and Ralph's Construction, building in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Final score, Westside 43, West Jefferson 32, in a hard-fought game. Lots of good fun. Westside will work and continue and go 6-1 on the season so far. The lone loss coming to North Fremont earlier in the year. West Jefferson will fall to 1-8, although great improvement by the Lady Panthers that we've seen from the first game to the second game. Our final stats: Julia Jensen with 9 points tonight. Aubrey Barzee with 9, who scored in every quarter at least 2 points. Lainey Beckstead with 14 with 3 rebounds. Letty Phillips 6 steals and 4 points. Harley Nilsson with 3 points. Natalie Lemon with 7 rebounds and 4 points to her name. Maggie Barrientos of West Jefferson comes away with 11 points, 6 points by Shaylin Hillman. Ethany Schaefer, 4 points, 2 points by Haley Moss, 2 points by Haley Perkins, and Jordan Torgerson comes away with 6 points of her own. Again, the final score, 43-32 in favor of the Westside Pirates over the West Jefferson Lady Panthers. Best of luck to the Lady Panthers moving forward into the season in the Nuclear Conference, finding out their identity and working without those seniors that they graduated, 10 of them last year. On behalf of all of us at mylocalradio.com, including my wonderful, beautiful wife, Melissa Olsen, manning the camera tonight, our audio-visual technician back in the studio, as well as our executive producer, Val Cook, our voice of the Preston Indians, Dan Hubbard. I am Cody Olsen saying thank you so much. We love you, and we'll catch you next time. Tomorrow you will hear from me calling the Firth game, as the Lady Pirates will have a 7:30 tip-off against Firth tomorrow here on mylocalradio.com and on 105.5 KACH 1340 AM. Have a beautiful night, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow, and go Pirates. Oh, also our player of the game is Lainey Beckstead. Lainey Beckstead with 3 rebounds and 14 points. I mean, she was killing it from beyond the arc. I mean, I might have to just call her, Justin Bean of Westside. And that's a high compliment coming from me, because I love Justin Bean. So now we say goodbye. I'm Cody Olsen signing off, saying go Pirates. Have a wonderful night, everybody. The proceedings have been a wholly owned production of mylocalradio.com and Cook Brothers Broadcasting, no portion of which may be used without written consent from Old West Media Incorporated. Thank you for joining us on this production of Westside Pirate Athletics on mylocalradio.com. Until next time, go Pirates!